week's tarot readings with Rinky. We're going to be doing tarot readings for the week of the 21st of July 2019. Make sure you check out the timestamps down below in the info box to know exactly when your Zodiac reading comes up somewhere along this video. Before you dive into your timestamp, I have a little request. Make sure you go over to Rinky's channel. Make sure you hit a subscribe for her over there as well. She actually is, I feel like, okay, there's some really exciting stuff coming up. I shouldn't say much, but make sure you go over to her channel and her Instagram, check her stuff out, because I think you're really going to enjoy it if you're enjoying this series on my channel. Now let's dive right into it. It's time to begin as usual with Aries.
Aries, the card that we have for you is a card of wands. This card here is telling us that this is a week where it looks like you have to put in too much efforts into something. You know, it just feels like, am I taking things lightly, or something is not coming my way? There are too many thoughts going on here, but what you really need to do this week is take action onto those thoughts. I feel it's just a lot of overthinking that's there, but somewhere it's just asking you need to work hard, you need to struggle. Somewhere only then things are actually coming closer to you. So it's a lot about hard work, it's a lot about effort that this week has to go in a certain thing. Angel answer for you here is listen to your intuition. Angels are saying the situation that you're working on to, you know, the universe is showering you with a lot of signs. It's just onto you to understand and acknowledge those signs. Moreover, acknowledging is sort of, adding or taking those into considerations into your reality, into the real situation. So somewhere these cards are only telling you it's the period where, whatever you're going through, whatever the situation you are into, your intuition is playing a very strong role. You've got to understand that and sort of take your steps forward accordingly. Taurus, the card that we have for you is a card of swords. This card here tells us that, this is a week where it feels like things are going really slow. There's no improvement, there's something that you've been waiting for, but you really cannot see results onto that. So basically it just says that, the monotonous routine has sort of gotten here and you feel very sort of exhausted and bored, and you're just waiting for some sort of miracle to come your way and sort of make your sort of life or journey a little bit interesting. It feels like, you're just very tired of the routine and it feels exhausted more than anything else. Angel answer for you here is yes. Angels are telling you the situation that you're dealing with right now. It's the time to celebrate. The success here is definitely on the card. So it's telling me it's all coming in favor. It's all actually happening as per you wanted it. So somewhere this is the time to celebrate. And moreover, hold on to that faith and not give up because you're close to a certain thing. Gemini, the card that we have for you here is a card of wands. This card here tells us that, this is a week where it feels like you've given a lot into certain situations. This could be again your profession, this could be your personal life. But right now you're waiting for certain results. It just feels like now you're on the receiving end more than anything else. So it feels like, what you expected, it's definitely not coming your way. Somewhere this card represents a little disappointment on your end. It just feels like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but what I deserve is not coming my way. But somewhere this card is only here to sort of, motivate you a little more, saying that this is just a phase and whatever you are going to deserve, it's definitely coming your way. But slight disappointments here and there this week. Angel answer for you here is communicate clearly. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to this at this particular point and that you're seeking answers from the universe. It's only telling me there's a lot of communication gap. It feels like why the situation is not coming to a conclusion or why you can't see a result to a certain thing. It's because there are a lot of blockages in terms of your communication. It's only asking you to be crystal clear at this point with your words, with your thoughts. Somewhere when you communicate clearly, you let the other person know what you're exactly going through, you will see a massive positive change into the situation. So angels are asking you to communicate clearly this week. Cancer, the card that we have for you is Ace of Wands. This card here tells us that, this is a week where there are certain blockages that have come your way in terms of, your creativity. It just feels like I want to really work hard, but there are so many blockages around. I feel there's a creative block that's actually come in. I cannot figure solutions out of it. So somewhere it's just asking you to sort of, connect with your own self. It's the time to release any kind of negativity, any kind of fears, or moreover just telling yourself about that, I'm going through a creative block at this point. It's just asking you to release anything that you're holding at this point really tight. Only then, positivity and brightness will start flowing in. Angel answer for you here is recovery. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to right now. It feels like, yes, it was broken, and you didn't see any solutions to it, and it just felt like, let me just give up onto this and let's move on to something else. But it's recovering. There are certain improvements onto the particular situation that you've been working on. So it's still asking you to hold on to that faith, hold on to that trust before you walk forward onto something else. Leo, the card that we have for you is the Emperor. This card here tells us that, this is a week where you're feeling extremely powerful about your situation. So whatever is going around, you feel that you can take charge of every situation around. But what the downfall of this card is, it feels like there's too much frustration, there's too much anger. It feels like you're also misusing your powers at the same time. It just feels like, you need to understand that being grounded is very, very important for you this week. Sort of, misusing your powers and sort of letting people down at this point is something that, because your anger has sort of taken charge on you, and which is why you're sort of, walking onto the wrong direction. It's just asking you to be grounded this particular week. Angel answer for you here is opportunity. Angels are telling you the situation that you're dealing with at this point. There are way too many aspects, sort of connected to that situation. It's just like you're watching only one particular aspect of it. But angels are telling you there are a lot of other doors that are actually going to be opened up for you, which will eventually lead to a lot more opportunities that would actually flow in. So somewhere this is the time to acknowledge every opportunity that's somewhere directly or indirectly related to your situation, which is eventually going to help you and understand the situation much better. Virgo, the card that we have for you is the Sun. This card here tells us that, this is a week where you're feeling very confident about some certain situations, and it's just sort of reassuring us that you are on the right path, you are on the right track. Somewhere that, carefree attitude, or sort of more than anything else, I feel, you're trying to detach yourself from certain emotion, certain person, and that detachment is helping your self growth. It's very important at this point to sort of understand that this self growth is very, very important. It's not, detachment is basically not something that, an ability to sort of not love somebody. It's more like you're taking charge on yourself and realizing the importance of self growth. Angel answer for you here is, it's up to you. Angels are telling you the situation that you're dealing with right now, you are in charge of it completely. You can actually take the turns that you really want as per the situation. Somewhere you're holding on to a lot of emotions. It's just asking me, feel free, do what you feel is right. It's the time, or it's, you have the power to manifest a lot of things into your life. So do not hesitate there. Libra, the card that we have for you is King of Pentacles. This card here tells us that, it is a week where I feel somewhere materialistic things or materialistic gains are definitely there on the cards. It's just telling us if there's an investment that you'd made, this is sort of the right time to sort of go and make more investments. If there's any property that you're dealing with, this is a time where, cards are telling me that everything is sort of favoring you. So somewhere it feels like, I want a lot of materialistic gains at this point. Your bucket list is basically just increasing, and you feel very content about all that you have in life and all that you want in life. So it's more about money and money this week. Angel answer for you here is, be assertive. Angels are telling you the situation that you're dealing with right now, requires you to sort of use a lot more positive words onto it. Somewhere I feel you've given up certain hopes. You feel like, is it ever going to work out? So somewhere it's just asking us to be assertive onto that situation, sort of, use affirmations around that, and just have that belief that it's all coming closer, it's all coming true to you. Somewhere just being slight negative can really cause a lot of problems for your situation at this point. Scorpio, the card that we have for you is the card of Pentacles. This card here tells us that, You know, this is a week where you're dealing with a lot of emotions, you're dealing with a lot of things. Basically, it just feels, you know, your mind is cluttered at this point, and it needs a lot of cleansing. Somewhere overthinking has taken a lot of charge on you at this point. I feel you're feeling very heavy emotionally. It just feels like, you know, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit home and cry the whole day. But this card is only here to, you know, sort of give us an advice saying that you need to build yourself up. Somewhere, you know, you've got to understand the power of you. You've really taken yourself for granted at this point, and not understanding your capabilities and abilities to do a lot of things. This is a card which is only a reminder saying that you are worth it. Angel answer for you here is no. Angels are telling you the situation that you're dealing with right now, it doesn't really seem to have an outcome. Somewhere it's just like you're running behind something that's not coming closer to you, that feels like is still far away from you. So somewhere at this point, angels are asking you, it's better you leave that situation. Somewhere release it, because it's not really favoring you at this point. Sagittarius, the card that we have for you is a card of swords. This card here tells us that, you know, this is a week where it feels like I'm trying to hold everything and walk forward. You know, it's just like I want to do this, I want to do that. So somewhere it's just like you're trying to capture everything. You're trying to sort of get everybody along and walk forward in life. But somewhere it feels like something is gonna sort of, you know, be left behind. For you, it's very, very important this week to understand that, you know, you cannot really take control of others' emotions or others' life at this point. It's moreover, you got to start taking care of yourself. You're wondering or worrying a lot about others in your life at this point. It's just asking us, you know, you need to release, you need to let go. Somewhere that feeling of, you know, something is left behind, I feel something is missing, that fear is something that you should definitely let go this week. Angel answer for you here is don't stop. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to right now. You know, it's just asking us, you've really struggled hard to where you want to be. So somewhere it's the period, it's the time you've got to understand, stick around. You know, don't let this go at this point. You've come very close to a certain thing, and right now giving up is not a choice. It's not an option. Somewhere you have to keep working towards it. So angel answer for you here is do not stop. Capricorn, the card that we have for you is a card of swords. This card here tells us that, you know, it feels like I'm powerless. You know, somewhere it feels like I have taken the defeat in my charge. I feel like, you know, I want to give up onto a certain situation. It feels like you've sort of, you know, given everything up. You've sort of put your arms and ammunition down, and it just feels like I do not want to do anything right now. But this card only tells us you still have the power to sort of fight towards a certain situation. It's the period where cards are definitely not asking you to give up. Somewhere, yes, it feels very sort of drowning at this point. It just feels like I've really worked hard, but now I cannot see the results coming my way. It's only asking us to go slow. It's not asking you to stop, but yeah, taking that pause, taking that breather, that is very much important for you at this point. Angel answer for you here is not the right time. Angels are telling you the situation that you're dealing with right now. You know, it feels like it's still not the divine time. So somewhere you have to be persistent, but you know, whatever is going around, you have to keep hitting that stone again and again, and you will know when it's the right time. But as of now, angels have an answer for you, which is it's not the right time. Aquarius, the card that we have for you is the Magician. This card here is telling us that, you know, this is a week where you have the power to manifest. You know, this is a week where all that you need is right in front of you, but somewhere you're still sort of, you know, waiting for a miracle to happen. Do not, you know, it's only asking you to take charge of every possible thing around. It's only asking you to work onto every situation. It's also telling us that this is a week where your intuition is playing a very strong role. So, you know, whatever intuitions you are sort of getting at this point, it's asking you to sort of inculcate that into your daily routine, into your situation, and you will see a massive difference into your situation in a positive way. Angel answer for you here is trust. Angels are telling you this is a period where, you know, you've got to hold on to that trust. You've got to understand that the situation that you've been working for since so long, you know, you've come very close, and right now not having trust onto that situation is definitely not going to make sense. So it's still asking you hold on to that trust. That's really important at this point. Pisces, the card that we have for you is the Devil. This card here tells us that, this is a week where I feel somewhere it's just a lot of influence on you. Somewhere you feel like, you're doing a certain thing because your heart doesn't want you to do it, but there is a certain influence on you, a powerful person who's trying to take charge of you at this point. This card also indicates a little evil eye on you at this point. It only says that you need to cleanse yourself at this point. You need to do something about yourself. You can maybe start meditating, maybe, just keep a bowl of salt next to your bed overnight and sort of discard it next morning. It's a lot of negativity around that feels like my energy is completely drained and I cannot function. So somewhere there is certain evil eye, there is certain influence where I feel your heart is not willing to do a certain thing. So somewhere it's a period you need to take care of yourself. Angel answer for you is, it's up to you. Angels are telling you the situation that you've worked on. It's telling me that you are powerful, you can take charge of certain situations, the situation that you've been working on or seeking answers for. It's just telling me it's all in your hand. You need to sort of take the turn that you wish to. It's just like you can do it.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit like on it and subscribe. Turn those bell notifications on, keep coming back for more videos, and hopefully we will see you in the next one. Well, I will see you in the next video, and Rinky will see you next week. Bye!